Polis melumpuhkan rangkaian sindiket memproses sisa elektronik.
Today, I will be telling you about the definition and what is the environmental management and of urban e-waste. Firstly, it's about urbanization and the growth of e-waste. As city continue to grow and develop the use of electronic devices such as smartphone, computers, television, and household appliances has increased significantly. People frequently replace their old device with newer model, which leads to a rapid increase in electronic e-waste. As a result, urban areas generate large amount of e-waste every year, creating a major challenge of waste management system. Many cities struggle to handle this growing volume of discarded electronics, which can negatively affect the environment and the quality of urban life. The second thing on e-waste is the hazard of informal recycling methods. In many places, informal recycling methods are commonly used because proper recycling facilities are limited. Informal recycle often recover valuable materials such as gold, copper and silver by using unsafe techniques like open burning and chemical extraction. This practice release harmful substance into the air, soil and water, causing environmental pollution and health risks for surrounding communities. However, e-waste should not be seen as a problem. It also contains valuable resources that can be recovered through proper recycling and urban mining technologies. By implementing safe and efficient systems, cities can reduce environmental damage that recover important materials, conserve natural resources, and support economic growth. Therefore, effective e-waste management is becoming increasingly important for creating sustainable and environmentally friendly cities.
Now, we move to the issue and analysis. Malaysian rapid digital transformation has brought an invisible toxic crisis directly to our urban doorstep. Electronic waste. Every year, our cities generate thousands of tons of obsolete tech. Yet, beneath our modern lifestyle lies a severe structural breakdown in how we manage our digital discard. The first critical issue is a massive legislative gap. While Code SW110 strictly regulates industry-generated e-waste, household and consumer e-waste completely lack a mandatory federal framework. This legal loophole allows an unregulated informal sector to thrive, where unlicensed operators use hazardous open burning to extract metals, leaking toxins into urban soils, compounding domestic waste in the global threat of illegal transboundary smuggling. Ever since international waste restriction tightened, Malaysia has become a prime dumping destination. Hundreds of containers filled with foreign electronic scrap are smuggled monthly under false declaration, overwhelming local enforcement and poisoning local communities. On the ground, public participation is crippled by poor infrastructure. While urban Malaysians acknowledge the danger of toxic waste, actual recycling rates remain dismal. Most citizens either hoard obsolete devices or toss them into ordinary trash bins simply because authorized collection counters are highly inconvenient or invisible. Ultimately, our analysis points to a missing economic mechanism like extended producer responsibility. Currently, electronic brands face no legal obligation to manage their products' life cycle. To safeguard urban Malaysia, we must fast-track household e-waste law and mandate producer responsibility. Only by closing this loop can we secure a sustainable digital future.
In Malaysia, environmental damage is already happening due to illegal e-waste dumping and household recycling. So, to combat this, we give 5 recommendations for this issue. First recommendation is collection infrastructure. One important step is to make household e-waste collection easier. The Department of Environment has 157 lesson center and even declared the last Saturday of every month as National E-Waste Collection Day. But these center are not convenient for people in dense urban area. So we need more collection point in shopping mall, local council and retail store. Second recommendation is producer responsibility. Malaysia is moving toward extended producer responsibility or EPR. This means manufacturer must take back product after use. For example, in the EU, the WEE directive require producer to finance recycling network. South Korea also invests public fund to support circular economic policy. Third recommendation is public awareness. Public awareness is still weak. Campaign like Job E-Waste and Carnival and Maxis Postal Service help, but lasting change require education. School, community group and online platforms should teach people about safe disposal. South Korea eco-design program show how eco-labeling and education can change consumer behavior. Fourth recommendation is urban mining. Another advanced strategy is urban mining. This means extracting valuable metal like gold, copper and palladium for all electronic. In Malaysia, the Ministry of Natural Resource and Environmental Sustainability has less than 114 permits authorized to accept and process e-waste. Out of these, exactly 13 facilities are fully approved e-waste recovery facility that carry out urban mining. From this, Malaysia government need to reduce the rule and regulation to approve facility for urban mining practice. Urban mining reduce the need for natural resource and prevent pollution. It also supports sustainable development goal by creating job and promoting responsible consumption. Malaysia should start pilot project with government, university and recycling industry. The final recommendation, which is the fifth one, is green technology. Finally, Malaysia should invest in green technology. The EU-Korea partnership show how cooperation can lead to clean technology, innovation and industrial decarbonization. If Malaysia integrate green technology into policy, e-waste can become an economic resource instead of a burden.
Okay, next we move to significant part, which is a role involved. First of all, the role of individual is very important. As users of electronic devices, individuals should reduce unnecessary purchases and use their devices responsibly to extend their lifespan. This can help reduce the amount of e-waste generated. Individuals should also separate e-waste from household waste and dispose of it at designated collection in points. In addition, people can help educate family members and neighbors about their importance proper e-waste management. By increasing public awareness, communities can contribute to a cleaner and healthier environment. Second, the government play a major role in managing e-waste. The government is responsible for creating policies, enforcing regulation, and also providing proper waste management facilities. For example, the government can establish e-waste collection center, recycling facilities, treatment plants, and the government can also implement the extended producer responsibility or EPR policy, responsibility for their product after use. Besides that, awareness campaign through school, television and social media can educate the public about the dangers of improved e-waste disposal. Strong enforcement of law can also prevent illegal dumping and open burning of electronic waste. Lastly, the private sector also plays an important role. Electronic manufacturers should produce durable, energy efficient and recyclable products. Many companies now offer take-back program where consumers can return all electronic devices for recycling refurbishment. Recycling companies help recover valuable materials such as gold, silver and also copper from e-waste, reducing the needs to extract new natural resources. In addition, many companies participate in corporate social responsibility or CSR program by organizing e-waste collecting campaign and environmental awareness activities. Now, on my part, I will be explaining about the impacts of urban e-waste management in Malaysia. As technology becomes an essential part of our daily life, Malaysians are purchasing and replacing electronic devices more frequently, such as smartphones, laptops, televisions, and household applicants. Eventually, becomes electronic waste or e-waste. Unfortunately, urban e-waste is now one of the fastest growing waste streams in Malaysia. Without proper management, it can have serious consequences for our environment, public health, and society. Firstly, improper disposal of e-waste contributes significantly to environment pollution. Electronic devices contain hazardous substances such as lead to mercury and calcium. When these items are dumped in landfills or burned openly, toxic chemical can be contaminate the soil, water resources, and air effective. So, e-waste collection and recycling system help prevent this pollution from damaging ecosystem and urban environments. Secondly, e-waste poses risk to human health. People exposed to these toxic substances may suffer from respiratory illness, kidney damage, neurological disorders, and development problems in children. Proper environmental management and regulated recycling activities can reduce public exposure to harmful chemicals and improve community health outcomes. Another important impact is resource conservation. Many electronic products contain valuable materials such as gold, silver, and also copper. Through responsible cycling, these materials can be recovered and reused in manufacturing processes. This reduces its need for excessive mining of natural resources and supports Malaysia's transition toward a circular economy. In addition, effective waste management contributes to economic development. The recycling industry creates employment opportunities in collection, transportation, dismantling, and material recovery. It also encourages investment in green technologies and sustainable industry, helping to build a stronger and more environmentally responsible economy. Thus, proper urban e-waste management is essential for reducing pollution, protecting public health, conserving valuable resources, and creating economic opportunities. As the amount of the electronic waste continues to increase, all stakeholders, including the government, industries, and the public, must work together to promote responsible disposal and recycling practices. The action we take today will determine the sustainability of our environment for future generations.
In conclusion, the issue of electronic waste or e-waste is becoming one of the most significant environmental challenges in modern cities. Addressing the problem requires a major shift in how the society views of the e-waste. Instead of seeing discarded electronic devices as useless garbage, they should be recognized as valuable resources that can be reused, recycled, and recovered through proper waste management practices. To achieve effective e-waste management, cities cannot rely on solely on small-scale collection programs. What is needed is a comprehensive system supported by strong regulation, efficient infrastructure, and clear responsibilities for all stakeholders. Government, technology manufacturers, business and communities must work together to create sustainable solutions that meet international environmental standards. Another important factor is public awareness. People need to understand the environmental and health impact of improper e-waste disposal, as well as the benefit of recycling. When communities are informed and actively involved in the disposal and recycling programs, without sufficient awareness and education, unsafe disposal practice will continue to threaten both human health and the environment. Finally, a sustainable future requires the inclusion of the informal recycling sector. Rather than eliminating these workers, efforts should focus on integrating them into formal recycling system, providing safer working conditions and recognizing their valuable contribution to resource recovery. By promoting a circular economy, reducing landfill waste, creating the employment opportunities and recovering valuable materials through urban mining. Cities can move toward a cleaner, greener and more sustainable future.
Didn't want you all the time. As you name up so